First carry for Josh Jacobs. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Jacobs takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple of... yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Now Carr to try again after the pick six. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Can't give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And taken right on the 30. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. 30 base.
59. Switch up.
Silent. 64. Weak.
He's checking crowd.
Slam, slam, slam.
Pick the edge, pick the edge. Come, come.
Shoot.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Hey, Haywood.
44's the mic. 44's the mic. Let's go.
Back to throw. Able to get this to Gordon. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that 3rd down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. He threw a little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
60 outlaw.
You ain't going nowhere. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert.
Greystone, travel. Go, go. Lead Rivers.
2nd and 2. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you
think.
mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
They'll set up to throw, escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Ready? 60 or. Recon, 132 fighter.
Kill.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Spoke-Bo's the mic. Mike Spoke-Bo.
5.
2nd and 6. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Noah Fant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Well, early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They plan on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the seconds. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He completes this to Sutton. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Bravo!
2nd and 1. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Ready? Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos push further out in front. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Five.
Mike 5-9. Check Mike.
59 Mike. Check, 59.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Mike, check.
Hey, Delta.
59. Pick me up. Here we go.
Snap.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's good for 28 yards.
Mike's 50.
Hey, orbit.
59.
Shoot.
He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
High 7.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's got Jake Butt as tight end. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Time to go. Night.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's got his tight end Fant. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
44 is the mic, 44 is Mike. Check, check. Here we go, here we go. 44, Mike.
Go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half this.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at his own 10. And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, first and goal. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
Alpha.
59 Mike.
Second and 14. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That catch good for 8, but still, it's third and goal now. Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's third and goal. He'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The rookie there defensively to knock it away, Trayvon Mullen.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. Let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go on 4th down with Carr. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, exit.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
Check pass, check pass.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Watch the pass.
Mike 55. Mike.
Looking to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, his 6th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to pour it on. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Hey, we're good, we're good. 180. White.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr, eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Carr. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Here's Carr to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then against with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
55 is Mike, guys. 55.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. It was the free safety LaMarcus Joyner that time, able to make the play.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Mike spoke both. You don't want that.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. They'll drop the throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Noah Fant with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. McManus's point after is good, and the route is on here in this 1st half. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something to save it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Carr. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Go, go.
21, check Mike 21. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh? Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
44, Mike, 44. Let's go, Hattie.
The final shot here before half for Carr. He's going to air one out. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Nassib, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Hey, watch 28. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Coming. Kill.
Hey, lock it. Buzz.
He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, and all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 87 yards as his guys continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Check 13.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr flushed out right. And he's going this one is down he goes. Von Miller, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Von Miller in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. That'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And out will come the offense as they take over. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man, here is Hamilton. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10.
Check right. Watching your five. Bend it. Check. Get it.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
Let's go one more. Mike 55.
They're going to look to throw. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. McManus now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Carr. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Ready, ready.
Mike's both. Here we go.
Hey, high 7.
44 is Mike. 44 is Mike. Check. Oh, here we go. Oh, 44. Mike, smooth. Hey, check.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Hey, foxtrot.
2nd and 3. They'll find Lindsey here. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
18 Gator. 80 weapon.
You got tight.
Ready.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Phillip Lindsey, his 4th touchdown on the year as his guys continue to pour it on.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Jacobs now, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now Carr on the bootleg. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up. Wide.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, Charlie. Shoot.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Hey, Alpha.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
I'm not ready.
Looking to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Head up. 60 outlaw.
55. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Let's go.
They'll go jet sweep here with Sutton. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Ready.
55. Not here. Sponge. 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 No, no, no.
Protein spill. Let go.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Hey, check Mike. Check Mike. Watch 55.
All day, every day, any day.
Sneak grip. Sneak grip.
Back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And all the way home for a Bronco score. In for the score as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get point.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
29. Hey, exit.
Here we go.
That's up.
36. Mike.
From the gun, it's Carr. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Carr now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike, 36.
Shotgun now for Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Check Mike 21. I'm on.
You're mine.
Check Mike 21.
From the gun, Carr. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Right down.
It's a gain of 9.
637.
You.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike.
Hey, Haywood.
It's a party now. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21.
Later one.
All day, dog. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr flush to his right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Carr. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Von Miller, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
Go.
Let's go, defense.
To throw his Carr. And he's going to go down again. Von Miller in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
From the gun, Carr. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points.
Here we go. 50, plant. 61, matchbox, lights.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Come on, D. Shim. Check safety. Whip. Watch the whip.
On third down, here's Lindsey. A nice little juke. And some room to roam now. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Steps away. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Carr. And the pressure gets to him again. Bradley Chubb make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Check it back.
White Monday.
One final try now for Carr. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't